Hi YouTube, so it's Raina. I'm deciding to do a makeup tutorial this morning. It's 10 a.m. I have a day off, so and I stayed the weekend at my mom's because she was out of town, so I was just looking after my brother. Not looking after him, but just making sure he didn't have a party or anything. So yeah, so I just decided I'm going to do a makeup tutorial this morning. I'm going to try to get close like that so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. I hope the lighting works out alright with what I got set up. Yeah, I'm in my brother's room at the moment because it's a good place to record, just the way his room is set up and everything. So that is what I'm going to do. So today's video is going to be like a more of a silvery color on the lid, and then I'm going to go ahead and put copper in the crease. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a fall smokier look. I'm only going to do this eye for you guys. I didn't do this one ahead of time just because I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this one so you guys can see how it's done. Excuse my nails, they look terrible. I finally grew them out and I ended up biting all my nails off anyways. Yeah, I've been doing that my whole life and apparently I'm going to keep on doing it. So to start off my look, I already put my concealer and everything on, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with my eyeshadow primer potion. I'm going to put it on my eye, just like that. And then I'm actually just going to take a little bit and put it on the bottom, just so I make sure that all the color is going to stay on. And you only need a little bit. I feel like when I had the big light off, it worked better, so I'm just going to go turn it off. I feel like it looked brighter. Yeah, hopefully that's a little bit better. Okay, so, because, I forgot to tell you guys, I bought this recently. The NYX Sexy Blue Eyes palette. I didn't know you could buy NYX here until recently, so those are the colors. I'm not happy about blues. I don't like using blues on my eyes, but anyways, just wanted to show you that quickly. So, to start, I'm actually going to start with that palette. And I'm going to use this really light, creamy color. I'm just going to kind of put that all over my lid. Just to kind of like, I don't know, just be a wash over the whole lid. Yeah, so it's just slightly shimmery. And I'm going to kind of concentrate it on this inner corner just to kind of wake it up. Okay, and next, this is when we're going to start doing the silver. Sorry about that. This is when we're going to start using the silver. And I'm using a mix of Vivier and Pistol from the Naked palette, or Naked 2 palette. And it's these two right here. I'm going to do a mixture of that, and I'm going to put it all over the whole lid, and I'm just going to use that same Urban Decay brush right there. Here, I'll do it against my hair. So yeah, I'm just going to use a mixture of those two colors. And I'm just going to go ahead and start placing it over the whole lid. But I don't want to go like past the crease. Like, I'm just keeping this, like I said, just on the lid. Alright, and then just pack on the amount of color that you want. And I want this to look fairly silvery gray. And the reason why I'm mixing those two colors is because Vivier has like a purpley undertone. And so I just decided to mix it with the Pistol because it wouldn't be dark enough. So as you can see, got that silver on just like that. And I'm not bringing it past the crease, I'm just leaving it in the crease. And then I'm just going to use like the tip of the brush, and I'm just going to go in with Pistol. And I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line. Okay? I'm not going all the way in, I'm just leaving about the inner third, you know, without it. Yeah, so once you got that on there, next you're going to switch brushes to more of a blending brush, and I'm using this. It came from the Urban Decay Naked Palette 2, which they're my two favorite brushes. And I'm going to go in with a mixture of Chopper and a mixture with, where did it go here? I'm using Buck from the Naked Palette 1 right here. I'm going to mix Buck with Chopper in the Naked Palette 2. And I'm dropping stuff, Naked Palette 2 right here. And so I'm just going to mix those two together because that's going to give me the nice coppery color, but the Buck is going to make sure it's not too shimmery, because the Buck is kind of like a camel-y color. So I'm going to get right in here for you guys, and I'm going to put it in the crease. And I'm starting at the outer corner right here, and I'm bringing it up and in. But you can bring it out as far as you want, which is my favorite thing about makeup, is you can totally adjust it to the shape of your eye, which I thought, you know, when I first started watching makeup tutorials, I always assumed that you had to do it exactly how, you know, they do it on the tutorials on YouTube. But after you try it a certain, you know, couple times trying to recreate looks and you're not getting it the way that you want it to be, it's because you kind of have to be able to wing it for your own eye shape a little bit. You know, you can use the same color combinations or whatever, but you have to get used to your face and how color goes on and stuff like that on your skin. So yeah, so I'm just putting that copper color and the Buck right here on the outer corner and bringing it in. Just making sure we define that crease, and it's gonna have a nice fall look. Alright, so once you've got the color like you want it, like that, I'm going to do a little bit of blending. I'm just going to wipe off my brush a little bit here, and I'm going to do some blending with the color Naked, which is also a Naked Palette 1, and it's one color off of the Buck. And I'm just going to kind of blend that kind of on the outer part of that Buck and Chopper color that we put, just to kind of give it a blend out. I don't want it to be too dark. And then I'm also going to go back to the Naked Palette 2 right here, and I'm going to grab Foxy, which is one of my favorite colors to blend out, especially when I'm using browns. And I wiped off my brush, and I'm just going to go in with that, and I'm just going to kind of blend it out a little bit more. And if you got to use your finger, you know you got to use your finger. Excuse my brows, I know they're terrible right now. Okay. So once you've got that going on, next what you're going to do is you're going to go in with that Chopper color again, the really shimmery one from the Naked Palette 2. And I'm going to take it on the end of this tip brush, or this really, yeah, it's a very smaller shadow brush, just the tip of it. And I'm going to put it on this inner corner to kind of give it that copper pop right on the inner corner, right on the bottom lash line. Yeah, so that's what I got going on. And I'm just making sure that's nice and blended. And then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I go and do my eyeliner, my liquid liner. And I thought I had it here. Apparently I didn't bring it, so I'm just going to use shadow to do it. So I'm going to use this brush again. I just wiped it off quickly. And I'm going to go in with the Blackout color from the Naked Palette 2, right there, Blackout. You could use brown if you want. There's a color that I would use in the NYX palette if you wanted to use a brown as the liner or whatever. You could use the dark brown right here. That one's a nice color. But I'm going to use the black, and like I said, I'm just going to use it on the tip. Just get it on there. And then go ahead and just align the top. And it's up to you how dark you want it and how much you want. I'm trying to keep it fairly close to the lash line. And then I know people say don't pull out your eye, but I'm not pulling it out completely. And just doing it a very tiny bit, and then just the little bit that's left over, just go ahead and blend it into that lower lash line, just to darken it up. And I'm going to add mascara. And I just went and bought a new tube of the Voluminous Million Lashes, the one I showed you guys in my review, because this is just the best mascara. And it's up to you how many coats you want to put. I usually do a few. But yeah, I just find that this is a very, very good look for fall, because it's got like the silvery, you know, stone kind of color with the pistol mixed, but the Vivier gives it a tiny bit of shimmer, which I think is just enough shimmer, and then the copper just warms it all up for fall, and it just reminds me of the leaves and the season. So I just did the top and the bottom lashes, and that's the finished look. I'll see if I can get you guys a little bit here, some better lighting. Maybe, maybe not. So yeah, that's the finished look. I hope you guys like this tutorial, and if you guys would like me to do more tutorials, it'd be awesome if you guys could leave me a comment below and subscribe and like. So thank you for watching.